my God, what? No, is that it? He is just so interesting visually. I love watching his videos. Ren. Hi guys, welcome back to Quality Reactions, where we're gonna listen to some music and then we're gonna discuss the quality art, because that's what we do here. Today we are gonna be listening to Ren, Money Game. Listen guys, I know I don't have to listen to these in order. People told me that they are standalones, so I don't have to listen to part 1, part 2, part 3, but I do, okay? That's my personality. I've got to start at part 1 first before I do part 2 and then part 3. So it's going to be a series. We're going to continue these over the next couple weeks. This time it's obviously part 1, Money Game, the OG. I'm excited. I've heard a lot of good things. Obviously, I know Ren. Obviously, I love everything that Ren does. So chances are I'm going to like this, spoiler alert. But it's fun to get back into some of the Ren art because he's really good at it. He's right up my alley. He's my jam. I'm into it. So let's listen to some more of that today. Just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's do this.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chain to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game.
Pausing it. Okay, first of all, I already know I'm going to miss 1,000 things in this video. So I already know what's going to happen because Ren does so many things at once. His art definitely requires more than one viewing to pick it all up. So I'm just going to try and pick up what I can this round, guys. I don't know. I don't know. First of all, who is this person in the sheet? Who is that? I need to know. If you guys know, let me know. Obviously, I already like the beginning. There's something about Ren. He's so captivating. It's really cool. I love that he mixes like rap and spoken word and singing. His singing voice is fucking gorgeous. And it's really cool because his videos are always, not always, but they seem to be really one location, but a really cool dynamic location. And I love, I don't know, I just love how everything in the video has some kind of meaning and lens towards the art of the whole thing. I don't really know what's going on right now. Obviously, he kind of feels like the authority figure. This person looks like they're captured. Maybe he's like, I don't know. Let's go to the lyrics. Okay. Strange brain fart already. Oh my goodness, this is not boding well. Strange times we're living in. World can put fear in ya. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through the parliament interior. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theories strike fear in weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes. I'm pained, it's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame. That makes greed a game that lets the whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. Money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. What an amazing line. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all a part of this old money game. So, okay. Talking about the hierarchies, how they make us feel inferior. It kind of feels like talking about also like the money game, you know, just how this whole thing has kind of become, you know, about greed, and it's so destructive. And I really like that Ren never puts himself outside of anything. Like he's an observer, and he's really not afraid to speak his mind about things that are going on or how they're happening in the world, but he never really does it in a preachy way, you know? Like he's in it. He totally realizes he's a part of this whole thing because, you know, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all a part of this old money game. So it's so, I feel like his art is so powerful, but also palatable because it doesn't feel preachy. He's so good at that like balance of really commenting on things that are meaningful to him and can also be controversial in nature, and still you can hear everything he's saying because it's not, you know, it doesn't feel in your face to me. Okay, what else? Okay, yeah, talking about the hierarchies like I mentioned before. And yeah, he's just got such a good way of with the lyrics. I swear that one line, his finger on the trigger of a money game. Anyway, okay, let's just keep going. There's so much with the video, there's so much with the lyrics, there's a lot.
Stop. Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder that's savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep.
Okay. There's so much always. First of all, I really like that you can hear this like ambient noise in the background, like this wind blowing. I'm wondering what the significance of that is, but I know that everything Ren does has a significance. But I love that added effect. It's like immersive, and it's also adding to the tension for me of the situation. Also, I feel like Ren's character is representing like the hierarchy, the oppressor, and this person who's like the captor is like the oppressed, representing the oppressed people in this situation. I don't know, it's kind of talking about these sides of things, and so I feel that's kind of what that's visually representing. That was really cool, the way he walked around him and he picked up those gloves. I love that they can take their time. Like Ren is so captivating. He can really take his time doing things, and it builds the tension and it just increases the story for me. So I love that. The bat, scary, but very cool, like dragging it along the bars with that extra sound. And then he was like hitting it in time with the music. That was really cool. Also, like, obviously, he usually does one take videos, which is insane. Like, so much planning goes into that to get the focus right and the timing right. And even then, he was like jumping, and you could see the captor like between him when he was jumping. So that was really cool. Yeah, I love how intricate everything is and how well thought out it is and how well placed everything is. Again, there's like no way I'm gonna pick up everything that's going on in this video because they're so in depth. Okay, let's go back to the lyrics. Ooh, it's the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Okay. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support the ideas that keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody's coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. Then he turned to the camera, which was so cool, like very, like broke the fourth wall. Made this very impactful for me. When did freedom become a reason to hate, a way to justify a way to justify a racial slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom because us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered and murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you'd never keep yourselves. If your country was in flames, you'd emigrate yourselves in a second. Still, you spit your venom demonizing immigrants when really you're an immigrant because all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. The irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. It was colonized by Rome, also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how those people I'm just adding words now. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep. God, he packs so much into one, like, 5-minute song, I swear. Wow, okay. So, I feel like it all ties in with the money game, too, which he does such a cool job of, but it's totally encircling more than just that now. He's talking about, you know, how history repeats itself, how, you know, the colonization of countries and demonizing immigrants, even though we are all immigrants. And yeah, just kind of like the cyclical nature of things in society. And my favorite line was when he was talking about when did freedom become a reason to hate? Yeah, like using freedom as a justification for discrimination and hate. Yeah, what an impactful line. God, he's got some really impactful lines in this one. Like he always does, but you know what I mean. Yeah. He's got he is like the modern bard, I swear. He's just got such a good way of commenting on things happening in society and the way things are going and shedding a light on things in such an impactful way for me anyway. Also, it helps that his videos are like so beautifully done. It really adds to everything visually for me. True artist in my mind. Anyway, let's just keep going.
Rain and we follow like sheep.
Wait, hold up. I didn't go back. I've taken too much time off now. I've lost my mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna start from here so we don't miss anything.
Shows repeat, yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. again.
I'm just no. Is that fuel? What is about to happen? Oh my goodness. Okay. Huh. I just was noticing that he was really controlling the music from this person. So that's really cool if he's representing kind of like the oppressing, the hierarchies that he's talking about. And he's representing the oppressors, and this guy's in the sheet is the oppressed. And he's really controlling the music. When he's grabbing the guitar and he took it out of his hands before he drew the eyeballs. And then, he's just like stopping it. So that's kind of a cool added little element that they've put in there. Also the eyeballs, interesting. What do these eyeballs signify? Could it be that you're seeing what the oppressor wants you to see? Or could it be that you're not really seeing anything because those aren't real eyeballs, they're just drawn on eyeballs? Or could it be, I don't know, maybe it has multiple meanings. Anyway, what are you guys thinking about that? It's kind of feeling like, I don't know, maybe it means like he's really opening this person's eyes, like the oppressed are now the oppressed are starting to see what's going on. Although maybe he would have just like totally like cut open the thing if that was the case. I don't know. Hard to know, but I feel like it could be more than one thing. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with whatever's happening with this fuel, but I'm nervous about it. Blocked it with the guitar. Was that purposeful? He blocked it with the guitar, or was it just like a reflex? I don't know if that was in there on purpose, but that was really cool. If that was not on purpose, great addition. And if it was on purpose, sneaky. I wonder if that's like Ren's indicative of how Ren feels about music or art, or if that ties into that at all. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go back. Oh my god, what? No, is that it? That was it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ren. Okay. Before I forget, I was just thinking how he was singing when he was drawing the eyeballs on the oppressed person. That was really creepy element. I really liked it. This whole thing with the fuel, wow. Incredibly powerful visually. I'm not exactly sure what it was representing. like the oppressor realizing that they need to be taken out, or was it just signifying how destructive the oppressor is? I'm not sure if it was signifying the oppressor, something happening to the oppressor and like going away, or that was going to be like, yeah, the oppressor is setting everything on fire with all the stuff that's going on. I don't know. Wow. That was a lot. There's stuff I definitely missed. I know that I missed stuff, guys. It's impossible not to with Ren, but he is just so interesting visually. I love watching his videos. It really is, to me, like watching art. And most of the time, if that's the case, you definitely have to watch something more than once in order to fully get the whole picture. I'm telling you guys, watching it one time and then discussing it is hard. I don't know how many times you guys have watched this video. I hope more than once. Not my video, sorry. Ren's video. But I assume you've watched it more than one time. It's like almost impossible not to, because there's so many little tidbits, and also there's so much in the lyrics. There's so much discussion in there about hierarchies and oppression and the colonization and the cyclical, like, destructive nature of humankind, how we don't really learn from our mistakes. We're just like constantly repeating them. Rain, 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 a storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all a part of this old money game. Nobody is exempt. We're all running in this circle. Even the oppressor. Anyway, interesting. This is really, it says there's a lot in this one. It was very artistic. I loved it. I know there's gonna be things in the video that happen that I didn't say, and I'm gonna hate myself later on. This is the plight of a perfectionist. I'm really trying to let it go, guys, because I have a hard time. I'm having a hard time making videos because I hate when I miss something. I hate it so much. I realize, like, the concept of reactions is like you watch something for the first time and then give your initial thoughts on it, but the perfectionist in me who loves art so much hates when I miss something. So it's hard. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to let it go. But in general, I love this first watch of this video. It's dark. He has an incredible way of, like I was saying, such a palatable way of delivering such like a poignant message. I hear everything he's saying, and I don't ever feel, I don't know. He just has a really good way of shedding light without it, like I said before, feeling preachy. I don't know. Do you guys know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for the suggestion, guys. Obviously, we're going to be continuing on with part 2 and part 3. Cannot wait. I wonder what else is going to go on in those videos. I wonder how they're filmed. I wonder if they're like a continuation of this original money game. Let me know your thoughts on some of the things that we were discussing in the comments, like the eyeballs, like who he's representing, who the captor's representing, what happens at the end with the fuel. I love hearing your guys' theories on either what actually was intended by the video, because I assume some of you are diehard Ren fans, and he probably has discussed it and told people. So let me know if you know for surezies, or let me know what your internal thoughts are, because obviously, as we've talked about before, art is meant to be interpreted, so it's really cool hearing your guys' personal theories. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you like this reaction, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you know when more is coming your way. As per usual, I will link my Twitch in the info section below if you want to come over there and hang out with me when I'm live. But that's it for today's video. So it's nice to be back. I'm gonna try and let my perfectionism stop freaking me out. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.